All right, episode 203 of The Walking Dead. Save the last one. Before I get into it, I just want to say when discussing The Walking Dead and the comics and stuff, please try not to talk spoilers from the comics. Um, Basically, talk spoilers from this episode, and if you want, you could talk to like how it relates to what happens to the comics, but don't give away stuff in the future for people that are reading the comics just now, or for people like me who have not read the comics and are just watching the show. So, anyways, thanks for avoiding spoilers on that. Um, I thought this was a really solid episode. Definitely better than the last one, Bloodletting. It might be the best one so far this year, just because it has a lot of human drama in it. That I think is what makes the series good. At the beginning, I was like, "What the fuck is? What's the significance of Shane shaving his head?" And all the way, like almost till the end, I was like, "Why the fuck did they have that scene at the beginning?" I kept thinking about that. But yeah, as soon as like he came back and he was by himself, I knew he had done something fucking terrible. Because I mean, the last you saw, they're running, they're trying to outrun like that huge herd of zombies, and you know the other guy was fine. Otis was fine, and then he comes back without Otis, and you knew something was up, and you just had that look in his eyes. I mean, just because the dude's not there too, you know something happened. I think it was cool how they showed, him looking in the mirror, that him looking at his head. There's like the blank patch, and then like cutting between that and them running away, and him finally shooting Otis in the leg, and they get in a little battle before Shane beats the fuck out of him and gets away, and you get to see the zombies tear him apart. That was crazy. I just thought that was badass. Like, I don't know if it really changed how I felt about Shane. It's desperate circumstances, you know. You're gonna do fucked up shit to survive. But I'm sure that changed how Shane feels about himself. I don't know, just lots of interesting shit. Like, I liked this episode quite a bit. Um, and then I think the wife, who they are doing their best to make her a bitch, the wife says to Shane to stay. I think she said stay. I don't know if she said stay or he's stable, but I'm pretty sure she said stay. So you still have that lingering drama of Shane, the wife, and Rick. I'm sorry, I can't remember the wife's name. They might as well just make it bitch, because she's a total bitch most of the time. Um, I wonder when like that's gonna come out, because they've delayed it so long. And like then if they're delaying it so long, what's gonna happen when Rick finds out? Like, will Rick just kill Shane or something? Like, this seems crazy because they got love for each other, but Shane does some shady shit here and there, I guess. I don't know. There's like lots like things that I think are great about this show is it really takes into account what it would be like to be at the end of the world, like how grim and desperate things would seem, and just the conversations and stuff they have. Like the one guy, I think his name is Glenn, the Asian guy, where he's just like, "Do you believe in God?" He's asking the girl. They're like talking about God. Like you would probably talk about that shit if it's the end of the world, you know. Um, the scene with Rick and his wife where they're talking about, she brings up the idea that it would be better if their son Carl just died, which is another scene where I was just like, man, what a bitch. But at the same time, like there is a certain logic behind what she's saying, and the thought would cross your mind. And Rick even says, well, the thought might cross your mind, but would I really think that? No. And I liked how he's like telling her later, he's like, the reason it's better for him to live is because he talked about the deer. He didn't remember the bad shit. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that stuff, like the human drama, I think is what makes this show pretty damn good and above most other horror. There's a few other things from the episode. When the kid woke up and started talking about the deer, and then he's just like, ugh. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna let the kid die like that. I thought he was gonna die, and then him going into a seizure was pretty crazy and scary. I like the stuff with Daryl and I think Andrea. I'm starting to learn the characters' names finally. They're coming back to me or whatever. Daryl and Andrea, like not much happens with them on the walk, but I'm telling you, Daryl is becoming one of my favorite characters on the show. I just love this redneck character because he's got like a good heart to him, but he's just a total badass. He's just always saying funny shit. They find the one guy that like decided to kill himself, but like an idiot, he hung himself. So he's like he's a hanging piece of bait. Like he's just a zombie hanging by a rope. He's like ah, and like zombies had eaten away, or yeah, I don't know what, something ate away his legs. I don't know if zombies or just animals or and shit. Like I don't know. I just like enjoyed the conversation between him and her, and then she's like, "I'll answer a question if you give me an arrow." First, I was just like, how he's like, he made his choice. He opted out. Let him hang. It's just like Daryl's fucking awesome. And then she like convinces him, or she answers the question, so that he'll shoot the thing. And he's like, that wasn't much of an answer. And he shoots the zombies like the waste of an arrow. Daryl's freaking great. Um, I like that they advanced like the character, like the drama on here a bit. Like yeah, Dale saying sorry to Andrea and giving her the gun. I think she's kind of being a bitch about it too. Oh, I'm trying to forgive you. Fuck you, lady. But yeah, overall really solid. Lots of lots of drama, lots of things happening with the characters that makes what's happening interesting. And of course, the big thing was, you know, Shane killing Otis. That was pretty fucking badass. Um, I know I always go on about Walt being evil in Breaking Bad. Is Shane evil for what he did here? I don't really take Shane as an evil character. I could see if it comes down to it, you don't even know this guy. You need to get out of there to survive, and you want to save your best friend's kid. And if you feel like you're not going to escape, well, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? It's a bad thing to say, but there's a type of tough choices you might have to make if you were in this type of situation. So yeah, let me know what you think about Shane killing Otis. And and you can discuss here whether this happened in the comics. I actually would like to know if they had Shane killing Otis in the comics. But try to stay away from future stuff from the comics. Anyways, yeah, I'll be around next week for my reaction to next week. Very solid episode. I'm just wondering how they're going to sustain this and how long they're going to be at the Herschel farm. I mean, it looks like next episode they're still looking for Sophia. That they need to wrap that shit up. It's time to wrap it up. She's either alive or she's dead. Like, how fucking lost can she get, dude? Like, where the fuck did she go? There's a crazy looking fat zombie too in the preview for the next one. Anyways, like I said, I thought this was a solid fucking episode. Definitely I liked it throughout, but the ending was pretty damn great with Shane and Otis and, the wife and whatnot. So, yeah, give your thoughts on Shane, etc. Anyways, thanks for watching.